I grew up listening to the music of the 70s, like classic rock, like the best music that probably has ever existed. At New Church, we're pretty deliberate about the whole classic rock thing. We're trying to make the music sound like music that stood the test of time. A lot of times before the messages, we'll play a song that we're pretty sure you've heard a few hundred times. I mean, it's sort of like a sermon illustration, but it's more than that, because music digs into our sense of nostalgia. Music gets inside in a way that other things don't. It gets into our emotions and stirs up memories. I've heard people say, ooh, they're trying to reach the youth by playing rock and roll. Yeah, that has nothing to do with it. We're playing music that is true to us. The music that we understand, music that we love. Music that expresses the things that we're trying to say. We're trying to bring our favorite music to church to redeem the music that is part of our life, because we're trying to redeem our whole life. Actually, that's not quite right. We're not trying to redeem our whole life. We're surrendering our whole life and letting Jesus redeem it. There's no such thing as secular. There's no compartments in the Christian life. It's all under Christ. So we're not trying to make Jesus cooler by adding rock music. We're not trying to make Jesus relevant by adding music from the 1970s. Jesus is already completely relevant. I mean, if anything, it's the other way around. We're trying to make the music that we love relevant again. I think on King of the Hill, they said something like, you're not making Jesus better, you're making rock and roll worse. Maybe we are. All I know is that music is the art of human emotion expressed as sound. So for me, if I want to express happy, joyful, well, I mean, that sounds like, I don't know, it sounds like the opening guitar riff from Free, All Right Now. That sounds like happy and joy and celebration to me. Or whatever it is we're trying to say, whether it's trying to be thoughtful or sad or sentimental, whatever it is we're trying to say, I have a vocabulary of rock songs that express that. It's not an idea that's unique to me. I mean, you watch any movie, any television show, and they're probably going to have a soundtrack that's based on timeless rock music. So when we play the worship songs that all the other churches are doing, we don't play them like pop songs, we play them like rock songs. But we do the same songs that all the other churches all over the world are doing, all of the top 50 CCLI worship songs. We just rock them up a little bit. And we do the hymns that the church has been doing for hundreds of years or longer. We just make them sound a little bit like Led Zeppelin or Pink Floyd or Tom Petty or, you know, some classic rock thing. We just want to bring what we love to church, to worship God. It seems like people understand this just fine when it comes to missionary work, missions. Like they'll go into a culture and they'll play the music of that culture. But when they plant churches and do worship in North America, it's like they forgot all of that. They don't understand that at all. So trying to be relevant? No. Trying to be cool? No. Trying to get away with something in church? No. We're just playing the music that makes sense to us. So classic rock, timeless truth. I like the sound of that.